Instead of leading the charge to defeat the virus, he just basically waved a white flag and has retreated. On Monday, Donald Trump said, quote, "If we stopped testing right now for COVID-19, we'd have very few cases, if any. If we stopped testing now, we'd have very few cases, if any." It's a statement that's not only absurd, it's absolutely tragic. Yesterday, the head of the White House task force on coronavirus, the vice president, claimed success in the fight because deaths are, quote, down to fewer than 750 a day. 750 fathers and mothers, sisters and brothers, uncles, aunts, husbands, wives, children dying every day. More than 20,000 a month. That's greater than World War II level casualties each month. That's more than 5 9/11s each month. And this administration is engaging in self-congratulations. Maybe good enough for Donald Trump, but it'll never, ever be acceptable if I'm your president. Researchers have shown that tens of thousands of Americans have died needlessly because Donald Trump was slow to respond to the crisis. And then when he did, he bungled the response. For weeks in January and February, but I wasn't alone, I was raising my concerns about how we need to take this virus seriously, all while Trump was ignoring the reporting from his own intelligence community in his daily briefings and the warnings of his closest advisors, all the while praising the Chinese government for being transparent in handling this virus instead of demanding access for the CDC that Beijing was refusing to give in Wuhan. The American people have sacrificed so much to fight this virus. We've lost lives. We've lost businesses. We've lost paychecks. And now, thanks to Donald Trump's bungling, we may lose some of the progress we've begun to make. All because he's lost interest. He's once again ignoring the facts. The public health response is still woefully lacking from this administration. More than 117,000 people have died in the United States of America, with an average daily number of cases still climbing in 21 states. We still don't have what we need when it comes to rapid results testing, contact tracing capacity, widely available personnel, protective equipment for them, or clear nationwide guidance. Instead, President Trump pushes dangerous, disproven drugs, stands in the way of the CDC issuing guidelines on reopening. They had them, wanted to issue them, and he wouldn't let them. He refuses to wear a mask, failing even those basic tests of leadership. He scaled back meetings of the COVID-19 task force. I guess there's not much to do. In spite of experts saying that testing and tracing is necessary for reopening, he sent his testing czar home. The money provided to the Pentagon for essential medical supplies, only 15% has made it out the door. Donald Trump wants to style himself as a wartime president against this invisible enemy, the coronavirus. Unlike any other wartime leader, he takes no responsibility. He exercises no leadership. Now he's just flat surrendering the fight. Instead of leading the charge to defeat the virus, he just basically waved a white flag and has retreated. He's so eager to get back on his campaign, to his campaign rallies, that he'll put people at risk, as everyone's pointed out, in violation of the CDC guidelines that still warn against large gatherings, as long as he's going to allow this to happen. But he's ready to do it as long as, notwithstanding CDC guidance, as long as the people showing up sign a waiver promising they'll not hold the campaign liable. Donald Trump's failure to fight the coronavirus with the same energy and focus that he uses to troll his enemies on Twitter has cost us lives and is putting hope for an economic recovery at risk.